How fast can he achieve a GDP? Because I think in his manifesto, a GDP growth of 12% was written there. But how fast is it to even achieve a GDP growth? Let's halve that of 6%.
It is possible.
Yeah, coming from the GDP of Q1 was just released, 2.3%. Coming from a country that has been struggling with a 3% GDP growth. Full year for 2022, 3.1%. First quarter 2023, 2.3%. President Tinubu is promising a 12% GDP growth in 4 years. But now let's halve it. Let's be a bit economical and say, how can he achieve a 6% GDP growth from now, which is we're in the second quarter, till the end of this year, with a budget of over 21 trillion naira that was not created by him, with a debt servicing cost, deficit and all of that. So let's
90%.
Let's just be factual, because it's not politics is over now. We are going to be crutching the numbers. You're going to be saying exactly. So politics is over. It's about governance. So how possible is that going to be?
It is possible, but I don't think he will hit that 6% by the end of this year. But he could hit 5%. Now let me tell you why it's possible. Take 500 billion every month that NNPC was pushing us into subsidizing petrol. If you save that 500 billion and decide to put 100 billion in infrastructure, 100 in education, 100 in security, 100 billion in health, and all that, that already looks like an investment. And then if you go to GDP, remember what I said, you have investment, you have output, you have consumption, and then you have balance of. So immediately you see output going up because you are investing in those sector. And then you see investment also going up. And then when you also have money going, because once you employ and pay, then you have to see more consumption because people now use the money that they earn to consume. So you can see all those three going up, pushing the GDP output up. We haven't even talked about when he comes into the domain. Let's say, for example, he decided to do something that we have always been begging government to do, grant amnesty on the monies that are out of the country. We know it's over 600 billion over the years that are out of the country. Find a way of granting amnesty. Something like, if you pay 30% tax or some percentage of tax, then this is regularized. Can you imagine over $100 billion will come in here from monies that are sitting somewhere there? And then look at what that could mean to the outputs I have talked about, output, consumption, investment as components of GDP. And let me give you another one that will probably seal this. He said credit culture. You know what he's alluding to in credit culture is this is a cash economy. If you want a car, you have to pay cash, 100%. You want a house, they want you to pay 100% for the house. I mean, that is not sustainable. That doesn't promote growth. If you have higher purchase, lease purchase, and easy credit by credit creation policies, what happens is, forget the banks for a moment, because the bank keeps kicking against this. We've been talking and begging for this to happen. Mr. Thatcher did it in 1980 when I was doing my PhD in UK. He just opened up, and then you have all the petrodollars, and those dollars in the Middle East, Arabs bring money to set up credit creation agencies, and then they were issuing cards. What has happened is the funding of the industry moves away from going to banks to get money. You now have customer finance. So if somebody is making a car and is only producing 1,000 because of the constraint, now people will come. You come to you say Innocent. He said, okay, you put down 10%, you drive off a car. By the end of the year, he produces 10,000 instead of 1,000. Because people come in, put a deposit, and they pay the rest over 3 years. A year after, they bring back that same car, drop it,
take another one.
And take another one. This guy keeps producing. And the overhead that he would have based only on 1,000 cars will now be spread to 10,000 cars. Prices come down because he has spread his overhead over a higher number of output. Second,